Hello, good afternoon. My name is Mr. Sunday Abba, a student of HBI University. I'm one of those privileged to be offered scholarship in Master in Strategic Leadership. This last couple of months have been tremendously impactful, talking about the first semester and the 4 courses that were offered in this first semester, talking about spiritual formation, graduate academic writing, introduction to speech, and the fourth, which is professionalism, ethics, research, and research literacy. Each of these courses has contributed uniquely to my professional and personal development that will shape my life and continue to help me in my leadership practice. These are my takeaway. Number one is spiritual formation. Spiritual formation, my takeaway there is the fact that spiritual formation is not passive but requires intentional cooperation between divine grace and human effort. I learned that being conformed to the image of Christ involves a renewed mind, spiritual training, and an active participation in Christian community. This has challenged my previous assumption that spiritual growth happens automatically after conversion. I have also discovered the distinction between grace and effort, and understanding that this required grace, even though it's not it should be received actively through discipline, such as solitude, meditation, fasting, prayer, confession, etc. And these have produced a paradigm shift for me as a person. I now understand that my spiritual development depends on creating conditions where God can transform my life, can work through me to transform my life and help me to flourish. The number two course, which is graduate academic writing, the most significant insight for me is that writing is not merely recording. It's unlike undergraduate writing that is just to understand. No, this is beyond. It involves thinking, it involves discovery, refined communication, and it has helped my reasoning, understanding the fact that every citation is a gesture to respect and a respect towards the scholarly community. That clarity, not complexity, is the highest form of academic sophistication. The distinction between summarizing and synthesizing literature fundamentally changed how I approach research. Where I was once taught that compiling research is about compiling sources, no, the understanding now differs. It means I have to integrate them into a coherent argument. Additionally, understanding that revision is not just correction, but the soul of writing, and it freed me from perfectionism. So it involved collaboration, it involved deep connection. Introduction to speech, communication is effective communication depends more on your audience, my audience analysis, than just eloquent delivery. Delivery alone is not enough. I must examine the demography, the psychography, and the situational factor of my listener to ensure relevance and resonance. This is so important. And non-verbal communication also important like the verbal. Eye contact, posture, gesture, tone, pacing, they are all equally important. And then when you talk about professionalism, ethics, and research literacy, I also discovered that ethical decision making requires structured framework. And this framework may carry the form of RIP models and other individual process that inform, and also to know that informed consent is not just a form of signature but an ongoing process of communication that respect participant autonomy, ensure comprehension. These are more I've learned in the course of this first semester, and I moving to second semester, I trust to learn more. Thank you so very much. I'm grateful.